Hi everyone. In this tutorial we are going to learn about pivot tables and pivot charts. So first thing that we need to understand is that what are pivot tables? So they are different from our simplified tables, as we can see one in front of us, because they can summarize the data and they are flexible. Unlike this table, you can summarize them by any kind of variable or category, right? So let's familiarize ourselves first with the data that is given to us. Then we can start with making the pivot tables and charts. So this is sales data here. We have the contact name, full name of the STR or the sales rep. Then we have company name, the order date, required date, and shipping date. Then we have freight, unit price, the quantity which is sold, right, and discount. After this we have product name, category name. So there are different categories here: dairy product, grain, dairy product again, confections, beverages, so on and so forth. Then we have year, month, and quarter, right? So if we have to make the pivot table, I'll go to insert and I'll click on pivot table. So you see this has already selected table 4. Why? Because my cursor was placed here inside the table. So make sure your cursor is on any cell inside the table, so it will automatically select. If it doesn't do that, you can manually go and select the table, and this dotted line will appear. Now the next thing we want is choose where you want the pivot table report to be placed. So you can place it in the existing worksheet also, but since my data is huge, we have more than 2000 rows and so many columns, that is why I will place it in the new worksheet, and I'll press OK. So this is how my pivot table appears, right? So if you see, this is my column field, this is my row field, this is my value field, and if I want to add any filter to this table, I will place it here, right? So this is similar to what these boxes are given here. So this is for column field, this is for my rows field, whatever I want in my rows. These are the values that will be specified pertaining to the rows and columns, and this is for the filter, right? So to begin with, let's say I want data related to category, right? Or categories such as beverages, condiments, year-wise data, right? So let's put category here in column. You simply drag whatever you want here, and we will put year in the rows. And in the values, we will put quantity. So it's somewhere up in the row here. So I'll put quantity here, right? So you see, I have year-wise data for all the products, right? So I can see it here. Let me collapse it. So this way, see, in just few seconds, I've gathered the summarized information for all the commodities, and that too year-wise. Now if I want, I can add quarters to it also, right? Let me go back to the pivot table. So I'll click on field list, so this will appear again. So if I put in quarter beneath the year, you see, now I have quarter wise data also, right? So for now, I'll just remove this quarter in order to simplify the data that we have with us here. Now let's say you want a pivot chart for this, right? So in the analyze section, I'll go on pivot chart, and let's see which one is an appropriate chart for this type of table. So I think a bar chart will do. We can select different types of charts here, right? So I think this one looks suitable, so we can go by this one. So I can format this table. Let's start by, because honestly it looks ugly right now, so let's beautify it. So we can click on hide all field buttons on chart. So this will do that, right? and I can delete these lines also. Just click delete, and I can do further, formatting whichever way I want. So this is the basic chart, right? And we can refine it as much as we want. So we can see that 20%, this blue dot, as we can see, is for beverages, right? So this is almost 20% in 1996, and this has reduced in 97, and again it has increased in 98. So if I want my figures also to display this change percentage wise as is displayed in the graph, so I'll just simply click on any cell in the table. I'll just right click it. Now I'll go to value field settings, right? Either I can go to value field settings, or they have in some versions of Excel they have given it separately also. See, show summarize values as. So now right now I have sum. You can use count also, average, maximum, minimum, or product also. And if we go to show value as, so right now it is at no calculation. I can show it as percentage of grand total, percentage of column total, and percentage of row total also, right? So I'll just click on percentage of grand total, right? So and similarly I can use percentage of row total also, right? So now you see this 20% here of beverages is corresponding to this cell. So in 1996, out of the total products that were being sold by this company, beverages formed 20.85% of the total share, right? Now this is just one information that we have got out of it. Similarly, we can formulate n number of tables and charts out of pivot tables, where n is infinity, right? So let's form another sheet. So I'll just press Control and click here, and I'll when this sign appears I can leave it. So I've essentially created a copy. Why I'm creating a copy? Because for all the pivot tables you want to keep the same source. So remember to keep copying the sheet so that you have the same source. So this will help you further when you are making the interactive dashboards, and you are copying all these diagrams for your dashboard, right? So let's rename this sheet 2 as, we can name it as bar chart, right? And this sheet 2 we can name as, let's say, data bars, right? So this is my copy of bar chart, so I'll just delete it quickly. Now I'll click here, right? I'll go to analyze, and I'll click on field list so that my pivot table fields can be shown to me. Now let's say I want to see the category wise data in terms of years and quarters, right? So let me, this category I'll put here in columns, which I've already put. In years, for rows I'll include additionally my quarters also, right? And here I have sum of quantity. See, if I can change it here also by going to value field settings. So instead of sum I can go to count also, right? See, so this now is presented as count, and if I again go to value field settings, I can click on show value as. So in the last sheet I changed it to percentage of row total. Now I'll go back to no calculation, so it will show the absolute value, right? So this is the count, that 27 times transactions were done for beverages in third quarter, 15 times transactions were done for third quarter for condiments, right? So similarly, let's go back to value field settings. Let's keep it as sum of quantity, right? So these are the total transactions, right? So let's say I want this information not just to be displayed as figures, I want this to be displayed as data bars, right? Or for that I will have to go to conditional formatting. But before we do that, let's say I don't want these subtotals here, this row, right, because it's unnecessarily increasing data for me, right. So for that I will go to design section of pivot table, and if you see here I have separate column for subtotals. So I'll click on do not show subtotals. See, now it has disappeared. So this is my total table, and I can do the same thing for grand total also. So for grand totals I can click on off for rows and columns, so this will disappear, right, and just click on any cell and this will appear, analyze and design for pivot tables, and I can turn it on for both rows and columns. So this is how it is done, right. Similarly in my report layout, if I click on show in outline form, so the lines will disappear and it will appear more neat and clean, right. And now let's go to my conditional formatting. So I will go to home, I will click on conditional formatting, and if you see here I have data bars here. So before I do that, let me select the area for which I want my data bars. Now let me go to conditional formatting. So data bars, see, so this total data can be shown as data bars also. I can select whichever color I want. So these are my data bars which will display the data in graphical form, right. Now another thing if we want to do is, let's say we want to uh, classify a category by freight and quantity. So I'll again copy this sheet, see, so I have data bars too, right. So let's rename this as freight, right, and when I go back, let me go to my field list and let me delete everything so that we get a clean slate, right. So now in my category name, I'll put that in row, then my sum of quantity and freight, so this quantity here and my freight I'll put here, and let's say I want a filter here now. So I want to filter my data year wise and quarter wise, both the things. So I'll simply put year and quarter in the filter, right. So this is how my table will look. So these are my categories: beverages, condiments, confections, dairy products, etc. This is my sum of quantity and this is my sum of freight, right. So I can easily change this to count also, right. I'll just right click and I'll click on summarize value by count. So instead of taking a sum, now it is showing me the count, right, the count of quantity. Now let's say I want to filter this information because we have 3 years. So I'll go by 1996, press OK, and now I want it for a particular quarter, or all the quarters of 1996. So let me click here 1996 quarter 3 and quarter 4. I'll press OK. So on just a click, if somebody is telling you give me data for 96 third quarter, give me data for 97 fourth quarter, right. So just by click in few seconds you can do it, right. So we will do some more exercises in the next video for pivot chart. Thank you for listening this part.